Good morning, true crime friends. It is about that time again. It's morning. We have our nice cup of coffee. Delicious. I'm drinking a caramel latte this morning. Made it right here myself in my very own kitchen. So we can, Daisy, stop it. So we can get together and discuss true crime. But first, before we do anything, please hit the like button. As soon as you come in the door, you grab your coffee, you sit down, get a comfortable chair, and then go on and hit the like button, and then you can relax and just enjoy the video. But also, I have other demands because I'm bossy like that. Please subscribe to the channel, make comments, share it with your friends, all that other stuff. Also, Madam President, she has deemed herself the president of the Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo fan club. Miss Renee Parks over there in the middle of the country. Renee, girl, I'm not going to give up where you live. But Renee lives sort of Heartland adjacent. Not all the way in the Heartland, but she's Heartland adjacent. And she has made a new batch of bingo cards. And so there's some for the Fitz files, and I think the other ones are snapped. I don't even remember. I was looking at them this morning when I was laying in bed. She's fantastic. So I'm going to put links to the bingo cards on the bingo playlist. Also, I'm going to try really, really hard to put bingo cards at the bottom, the link to the bingo cards at the bottom of each video that you can play bingo on. And please know, just a second for directions. This should have been a directions video, but whatever. A second for directions, and that is that you could print out all the cards and play like real, or you could play virtually online by just like clicking the screen and making the X's. There are 30 different bingo cards available for each. Every time you click the link, there are 30 cards available to you. So if you play one card and that card's not working out for you, don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it at all. If you're playing online, hit help, and then you can there's a button on there that lets you get a new bingo card, and it gives you a totally fresh bingo card. See, just like that, you playing bingo again with a new fresh card. And if you win, there's a prize. Reach out to me, and I will let you know how to claim your prize. So listen, true crime. I told you I was going to get back to it. Sorry it took me so long, but look. Every day, I think, there's not really anything going on in the news. I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this morning video. And then all I have to do is turn on the lovely YouTubes because all of the crime is right there. And people video it or whatever. Apparently, last night, this is like eyewitness news. Y'all getting the news fresh right here first thing in the morning. There was some sort of brawl in Alabama, and I was like, what is wrong with these people? And then it's like, is it a racial thing? Is it not a racial thing? Was a man not allowed to have this seat? From what I could tell, and you know I don't have all the facts, I just watched a couple of videos, and I was like, that's enough information. I'm ready to report. Some dude, a dock worker, a black dude was a dock worker, and he told some guys, oh, you can't park your boat here because it's other boats coming in. And so I don't know how you can't dock your boat here. We're from there to like a fist fight, like, oh no, and I watched it on silent. So it was like a silent movie. And at some point, somebody's hat got knocked off. And then the guys who were fighting, some of them were barefoot, which to me says drunk. So these 4 white guys jumped on this one black guy, and then all these other people of color came in and started beating up the white guys. And so it was like it was mayhem. And I was like, ooh, this is interesting. But at the same time, I'm like, we still fight. And honestly, I think it was like a dude trying to do his job versus some drunk dudes who were being jerks. Yes, this happened to be racial, but I feel like this could have happened between any group of people when a man is trying to do his job and y'all trying to be jerks, and I'm not trying to because listen, watch me find out it was a totally different story. Child, I don't know. All I know is a bunch of people got arrested and it was a mess. And I was looking at it thinking, why do people fight over stupid things? Also, why do people live in Alabama? I'm always shading all the states, but I want to be very, very clear. I don't have a grudge against any one particular state. I think that people in general are absolutely wonderful. Also, a lot of people are absolutely terrible. And so, if I happen to pick on your state, it's just because I happen to see some terrible people in your state. I'm not talking about the whole state necessarily. South Carolina, I'm looking at you. Anyway, also Florida and possibly Texas and parts of Ohio. But anyway, other than that, everyone is fantastic. The other thing that's coming up is this dude who's about to go for a retrial from where he killed his wife. Does he look like a woman to you? I feel like increasingly he looks like a woman. He's an older fella with like all white hair. I guess he was attractive in his youth. If you're into mullets, I used to date a mullet American when I was back in college. And at the time, it seemed fashionable. Well, we didn't even think of it as a mullet. It was like shortish on the top and longish. Oh, wait, am I wearing a mullet right now? Because my hair is long in the back, but short. Am I a mullet American? Oh, no, I think I'm a Mohawk American. Okay, anyway, this dude was wearing a mullet. And I was like, obviously he's guilty because mullet Americans tend to be guilty of crimes, in my estimation. And then as time has gone on, first of all, this dude had 6 wives, 4 of whom were dead. A couple of them died of natural causes, but some of them I'm like, how natural was that cause? Like, he married a woman who he knew had a chronic illness, and then shortly after she was dead, and he got life insurance money every time. And the one that died in the hospital is suspected that he unalived her while she was in the hospital. And so he got the life insurance money from her passing, and then he sued the hospital. Who is marrying this man? I don't understand. There's nothing in the world you could say or do to me to make me marry a man who got that many dead wives. You can't have that many dead friends, period. Like, you're not safe. You can't come in my house. You can't ride in my car. I'm not even going to wave to you from across the street because who knows what you up to. And clearly this dude was up to something. It's not safe. So I'm looking at the pictures of him on Court TV yesterday, and you can see like an age progression because he got a lot of mugshots. He's had a lot of contact with the media, and the most recent one, he's wearing pigtails. Sir, now listen, maybe there's nobody to be attracted to in prison in your particular case or whatever, or maybe he figured if he puts these pigtails in, he'll be more attractive to the other inmates on death row. I don't know how death row works. I haven't read up on it. I did see the movie Dead Man Walking because Susan Sarandon was in it, and I like Susan Sarandon, and it was a good movie. She played the nun, Sister Helen Prejean. Oh my God, what a sad movie. But other than that, like, I'm not. Now, if it was not in Dead Man Walking, then I don't know nothing about that. But his face is starting to look very feminine, and I was like, is he doing like a Bruce Jenner to Caitlyn Jenner type of situation? No shade to like our transgender brother and sisters, but I'm like, I don't understand what's happening when I look at his face. And why is he wearing pigtails? A man bun is one thing. Full out pigtails, 2 on the side. Okay, Pippi Longstocking, I'm gonna need you to sit down and possibly get a fashion consult. But if you in prison and you wearing a nice prison pajamas, something tells me you not up for a fashion consult. As an aside, I was looking at, one of these court things the other day, and this might be slightly controversial, but those jail clothes, they look comfortable. Are they supposed to be comfortable? Listen, I ain't trying to go to jail, but I would like to get one of those outfits. Although I would like it in a better color. I wear a lot of black, and I would like it a little bit more form-fitting. Like, I have a very hourglass figure, like big at the top, big at the bottom, and skinny in the middle. So anything that's cut boxy like that just makes me look big all over. And I don't need it. I would also need it like a little bit low cut. Do they have prison wrap dresses? Is there like a Diane von Furstenberg prison line? Do you need to be fast? I guess you're not, but you do have jobs in prison. I'm just curious, who designs prison wear, and are there colors available? Do different jails have different outfits? Again, I'm not going to go do the research. I'm not going to find out. I am just curious because I happen to be a curious human being. Maybe you know what? I might have missed my calling. Maybe I could be out here designing fashionable prison wear so the prisoners feel good about themselves and then don't go out here unaliving people all over the place. In other news, because my brain is very scattered this morning, over the weekend, I made a huppah, right? Because I sew, and people always come to me and like, hey, can you help me with this sewing project? And usually the answer is no, or I'm busy, or I don't have time. Because please trust and believe, I am a moody artist. I know that is shocking to you, but I'm moody, I'm bitchy. I only do what I want to do. I only do things on my own terms. I'm a delight to live with. So a friend of mine is like, my husband and I are getting married and we want to make a huppah, but huppahs are very expensive. And I thought maybe you could help us out. And I was like, of course, because I like him and I like his husband and they're nice people. And I was happy to sew their huppah. A huppah, for the uninitiated and for those who don't live in the New York tri-state area, because you live around here, you know what a huppah is. It's a wedding canopy, right? When our Jewish friends get married, they stand under a wedding canopy, which is like 4 wooden poles and like a square piece of cloth that's 7 feet by 7 feet. And then you just like tie it to these poles and it helps you get close to God, child. I don't know. I don't know what the huppah does, but I just know what it's for. And apparently they're super expensive. Like all things wedding related, it's very, very expensive. So a friend of mine is like, he's like, I wanted to get like a custom, beautiful, whatever one, but it was a lot of money, but I found this fabric that I like and I just need help like sewing on the ties. And I was like, this is the easiest project in the world. It's going to take me 10 minutes. Fine, whatever. So he comes over and we're making the huppah together because he wanted to be a part of the process. And basically I just like cut it to the right size and hemmed it. It was not that complicated. And then we sewed the ties on the end. Gorgeous. I should have gotten pictures of it. I totally forgot. But he was like, you're so good at this. You could have a huppah business. And I was like, I could have a huppah business. But then like dealing with brides and grooms and what I don't need that aggravation in my life. But then it occurred to me, I could be a custom huppah maker, but only for gay weddings. Who are men who live in the local area who I'm willing to deal with. So that makes it a very small pool of people. And if a non-same-sex couple comes to, me to make their personal huppah, could I make gossip, rumor, and innuendo huppahs? Would that be sacrilegious? I don't know how all that works. I don't know the rules of religion. I mean, I know like 10 commandments and stuff like that. But I was like, I might have missed my calling, but it's not too late because I have not missed it because I'm not dead yet. So I'm just saying, I might have a huppah business in the near future. But everybody comes to me with sewing ideas like, oh, you should sew this thing, you should sew that thing. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like it. Because, again, bitchy artist. Which you expected. You knew that about me, right? You knew that about me. Finally, my dog has a limp. And I'm not sure why my dog has a limp. And I'm like, okay. First of all, it didn't seem like that bad a limp, but then I looked up the limp on the internet and I was like, well, she doesn't seem to be in pain. But according to the internet, if she's holding her little paw up like that, that's the only sign of pain I need. And I was like, but she was fine, but now she's not fine. I have a feeling her and her sister got into yet another fight because they always get in fights. And normally they don't harm each other, but sometimes they do. And so maybe, I'm not sure if she got stung by a bee on her foot or her sister bit her foot. Both are equally possible. And so I've been treating her at home, making sure she gets plenty of rest. Now, she's still able to run around and be a giant pain in the neck. And right now she's sitting here growling at her sister, even though Holly is sleeping peacefully on the couch, minding her own business. And Daisy, our older, very bitchy dog. Oh, I just put that together. She's moody. I don't know where she could have gotten that from. I'm sure it has nothing to do with me at all. Anyway, so she's not feeling that good, only she is running and growling and doing all the other stuff. But I gave her a little bit of baby Tylenol, just a little bit to help with her swelling or whatever, because the internet said you could. And I think I checked with the vet yesterday, day before, whatever. She's fine. She's feeling much better. So don't send your goodwill cards, but you can put like a little puppy and a heart in the comments to say, get well, Daisy. I'm hoping she's feeling better soon. Also, she could be less bitchy. I'm just saying, she got a lot of attitude that she did not get from her mother, because I am a delight on a daily basis. Listen, I have a lot to get done this morning. I think I'm going to hit the gym. I lost my Oura ring in my sleep last night. I don't know where it went. It has disappeared. Poof, it's gone. This is an entire video, 13 minutes, about absolutely nothing. But there will be a true crime lunchtime true crime today. So, and I'm going to put a bingo card on it. The video is up, but it hasn't released yet. It won't release until noon today. I'm going to attach a bingo card to it. Child, the explosive revelation that comes out in this video. And this was pre-wasp. Y'all know that you saw the wasp try to kill me, right? It dive bombed my head, but now it's dead. I have not been back upstairs. I wonder if that wasp has regenerated itself into 25 new wasps. I'm slightly nervous. Okay. This had nothing to do with true crime, but that's okay. You know where I'm going to be today? Over there with not Mandy Matney. I'm going to be over there with Brandy Churchwell. In my head, she's Brandy Chartwell. She makes those beautiful charts. But I'm going to be over with Brandy Churchwell and the 13th jurors. I was out in the field yesterday, so I missed the whole live stream because I was busy. Work. People, just because they pay me, they want me to do stuff. Whatever. So I'm gonna be over there with Brandy in one of my ears while I get all my work done, like a good little worker bee. So I'm gonna see you over on the 13th juror, and say hey if you see me, but don't interrupt her live stream. That's her live stream. Y'all can't just be talking to me through the whole live stream. Like, just say hey and keep it moving, because I'm not trying to distract from Miss Brandy. She's good people. Okay. I will see y'all over on the 13th juror at 8:30, 9 o'clock, when I get there. You have a great week, a great rest of the day, and I will see you at lunchtime. Bye.